Sir, are you done?
I'm looking at the signs here.
Okay, well, can you turn off your camera? That's what she instructed you to come over here so you can read it.
Yeah, I'm just taking note of it on my camera, so I have it recorded. Why, is there a problem?
Are you done?
When I'm done, I'll walk away. Can you not block my camera, please?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Let's not do that.
Recording, I prefer not to be recorded. You can't go anywhere.
I'm just recording anything I can see from public. Yeah, but you've been rude to me this entire time, Sarah. You've been demeaning. You've been calling me disruptive. You're going around telling your employees to tell them that they feel harassed so they can add that to the charges.
They feel harassed.
That's why we go by the law, not feelings. Welcome back, Liberty Trollers. We're outside the Orange County Tax Collector's Office in Orlando, Florida, right by the Florida Mall. Again, that's in Orlando, Florida, here to make sure that our public servants treat we the people with respect and above all, honor our rights. There you go. So let's see if they do just that. And if you would like to support the channel, you can go to our shop at www.libertytroll.com. Plenty of t-shirts to choose from and get something back in return. Or you can go to any of the video descriptions and donate through Cash App, GiveSendGo, GoFundMe, and so on. Don't forget to follow us on TikTok. That's Liberty_Troll. I'm not sure if I've been to this one before. Please note, I did not see any signage that said we could not come back here. We also have a security guard stationed where we just passed through the doors. He didn't say anything, so pretty sure this place has already been hit before. It's a pretty big area. We have ladies over here yelling that there's a guy recording. I'm sorry, is there a sign or something that says?
There is. Statutes and everything.
Oh, really?
Right there on the sliding glass door.
It's probably because it's open. It's probably behind the little thing.
So you need a customer?
It's okay to record out here though, right? You said?
It's on the front door and it's also on the exit.
Okay. There's a guy standing here. That's why I didn't see it. All right, so right here, 1, 2, and 3, notice it's distinguishing between traditional public forums, limited public forums, and non-public forums. This being a limited public forum, notice that it's talking about expression. For traditional public forum, it says designated for the purpose of general public expression. Number 2, which is where we're in, limited public forum says designated for public expression by certain groups or on certain topics. And of course, non-public forums, which have never been designated for expressive authority or activity, by the public. I'm reading here with dark glasses on. So again, this is about expression. Price v. Garland states that the act of recording in and of itself is not disruptive, it's not expressive. I'm just gathering content, so that doesn't seem to apply. So it's saying the OCTC, Orange County Tax Collectors can regulate First Amendment expression in its offices because these locations are non-public forums. The government's decision to restrict access to a non-public forum need only be reasonable. It need not be the most reasonable or the only reasonable limitation. They cite Smiter, First State, 103, 3D 263 and 270.
25. I don't know what they're going to do with the walk-ins.
Well, what you going to do with the walk-ins? Because I only got 6 minutes.
You're going to wait.
la cita que estamos pendiente ahora. Sir, are you done?
I'm looking at the signs here.
Okay, well, can you turn off your camera? So that's what she instructed you to come over here so you can read it.
Yeah, I'm just taking note of it on my camera so I have it recorded. Why, is there a problem?
Are you done?
No. When I'm done, I'll walk away.
Okay. Everybody, no, tiene que esperar que te llame, okay? Have a seat. Our system is down, so please be patient. If they haven't called you up, so you're gonna step in here.
Well, I just read the sign. It says very clear. I'll explain it to you. So basically what it says, can you not block my camera, please?
We can. You can.
Let's not do that. That's
Okay.
Listen, can you go and check and see if we got our kinetic back up? Yeah. That's fine. That's fine.
It's back up.
How you doing?
I'm well. How are you,
Good.
sir? You're gonna
Thank you.
say if you must have a recording, I prefer not to be recorded. You can't go anywhere.
I'm just recording anything I can see from public. I read the signs right here, by the way, if you want to talk about it.
We'll call the police,
Okay,
okay?
sure. So they're going to waste police resources on a man with a camera. There's a way to pull out your camera and take a picture of the QR codes they have posted at, looks like, every station. We just had the 4th of July recently.
I need to update my address in driving license.
I'm not going to block anybody. You're fine. Personal stuff. If I can see it from public, it's not my problem. Let's see what that sign says on the... For your protection, security cameras are in use at all times. This is for our protection. So the government can record us, but they have a problem when we have cameras on them. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, can you tell me who that lady is? Okay. Camera shy. Excuse me, ma'am.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
She said if you feel like you're being harassed, she'll add that to the charge. So she's conspiring with her staff to tell law enforcement that they feel harassed so they can add that to the charges. I'm guessing this black lady is a manager. She wouldn't identify herself. Ma'am, can I get your name?
Sir, I'm asking you not to report me. This is a violation of my civil rights.
You're a manager?
Walk away.
Are you a manager?
Just walk away.
I have a right to be here, ma'am.
I'm not saying that you don't have a right to be here. I don't want to engage you. Will you please?
Will you engage with me?
At this point, you're preventing service for other clients
How am I doing that?
because you're standing here and you need to talk to them.
I'm talking to you and there's nobody here.
They're on the way.
Okay, well, I'll move out of the way. I'm just asking you a question. Good, how you doing? You seem like a nice guy.
So what's
going on?
I'm trying to figure out who she is. Is she a manager?
Yeah, she's the manager.
Okay. I saw her name tag. It said Sara, but I couldn't read what else
No,
it
but
said on
she's
it.
the main manager.
Okay. All right, cool. You probably know what I'm doing here.
Kind of, not really, but yeah, you can tell me.
I'm gathering content for a news story.
All right.
I read the sign out there. Usually when you go into DMVs or tax collectors' offices, it usually has a sign that says do not record or something of that nature. There's nothing like that. There's just a sign that differentiates between the different 3 public forums, and it's talking about expression. And this is not expressive. This is just gathering content. Yeah.
My concern, probably how concern is not to get so close to the windows, because that's people's privacy.
Yeah, and you see me doing that. I'm just trying to not yell across the room either. I'm trying to get her name and all that stuff. Yeah.
Maybe it's you getting close to the windows, and that's people's privacy.
I know, they get a little antsy. And,
social, they pass it for in there.
yeah, I try to be. That's why you see me go to the windows where there's nobody there.
Yeah.
If somebody comes up, then I'll get the hell out of the way. Don't worry, I'm not gonna cause you all any problems. But I'm sticking around because she says she's calling the police. So I'm gonna wait for them, and hopefully we'll be able to educate the staff here.
Yeah, the best thing you could do is just wait for them, because this cameras here record and they probably saw your face, and you could be safe side. In other words,
We're all recording each other.
Running away, basically. She's not saying that, but maybe she could say, for you to be safe. Long story short, for you to be safe. Just in case you decide to leave, and then they're gonna go chase you or something like that.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying I don't want them chasing after me, knocking on my door.
Yeah, but you never know.
Yeah. All right. So I'll hang out until after they leave, then I'll probably be out of here. I got most of my pictures anyway, so
No problem, man.
appreciate your professionalism. Thank you.
At window number 18.
Don't worry, I'm not going there.
Window 3?
La ventana número
It's around the corner.
18.
Yeah, thank you.
3851 at window number 17.
Let's see. I think it's the same thing here. Yep. Yeah, see, this is what I was talking about right here. It juxtaposes between, or differentiates between traditional, limited, and non-public forums.
All right.
The only thing it talks about regarding the First Amendment is expression, like freedom of speech, that sort of stuff.
All right.
But there's actually what they call the 5 elements of the First Amendment, one of them being freedom of press. So that's what I'm doing right now, is freedom of press, not expression or speech. So that's all. Sorry, I think he needs help.
It's fine. Like I said, you just try not to get close to the windows, because that's people's personal space.
Yeah, if there's someone there, don't worry. I'm not going to. Yeah. All right, so let's look at all the cameras in this. Actually, let's start over here. Do a little panorama around here. So I've been in other tax collectors' offices in Orange County as well as Osceola County, where in both counties, actually, I successfully was able to get unconstitutional signage taken down. And I've never been trespassed from any DMV in either county. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I did get trespassed from one in the downtown Orlando area, which is Orange County. But aside from that, and I've been to a lot of DMVs, probably most all of them now, in both counties, and I've never been trespassed except for that one time.
34.
Two, 919 at window number 3.
9, 9, 9, and la ventana número 3.
No, I got him on camera. He went to here, but I told him you can't. So,
Six.
okay.
I haven't got in there.
At window number 1.
At all.
Yeah, but I don't know what he's going to get to.
Yeah.
Remember
La
there.
ventana número 1.
Need to get in here?
Yeah, I don't know if that works.
Sir, I would ask you not to have your camera up so you can see the testing station there. Because you can go behind this area. Feel free to whatever you want to do, but I don't know what you have the capability of zooming into. What's happening?
I don't know. This camera just went off.
She was trying to take a photo, maybe? Oh, of you.
Yeah.
I need you to. I need
Go ahead.
You're still filming. You can't start this area. Test it.
I can film all I can see.
This is a testing area. If you zoom in, you're going to basically jeopardize these testers today.
So what about someone who's not recording? So if somebody was not recording, they can still look.
So
They can look.
You're recording, or you're saying you're not recording at this moment? Is that what you're saying, sir?
I'm saying if somebody were to look at it, is that
I'm
against?
saying, are you saying you are not recording at this moment?
No.
Is
If
that what
you
you're
listen to me, stop cutting me off. I'm saying if somebody looks at it, has a photographic memory, is that against the policy?
saying? I don't understand your question.
I'll spell it out for you. Whatever you can see from public
But this is not for public.
is your responsibility. I'm standing in public. If I can see it in plain view, that's not my problem.
Okay, but this
That's how the law works.
So you're saying you're not recording right now. You're saying you're not zooming in, and you cannot see that testing machine there. Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying any of that. I just told you exactly what I meant.
I'm asking you not to be in this area because our testing stations are there.
Yeah, but you've been rude to me this entire time, Sarah.
It-
You've been
what do you
demeaning.
consider-
You've been calling me
what do you consider-
disruptive. You're going around telling your employees to tell them that they feel harassed so they can add that to the charges.
If they feel harassed, they have
That's not against the law. It's not my problem if they feel a certain way.
Okay.
That's why we go by the law, not feelings.
Okay, so who's cutting this off?
I'm not going to listen to you because you're obstinate.
Okay, you cannot
And you-
speak to me, that's great, but I'm asking you for the 4th time not to record my testing.
It sounds like you're telling me, not asking me.
I'm asking, that's the question. Even my tone was in a
Okay.
asking.
You
manner.
check your tone. This is how you treat members of the public.
Have a great day, sir.
You have a better day.
Regina, Norman. Have a good day, thank you.
T0
So I cannot put these people.
That's against the law, ma'am. Shutting down business.
7 2 8 5
Thank you.
Maria Samau, suspend all tests because it's jeopardizing the test. Have a good day.
Excuse me.
Thank you. Robert Greco. So I just need for you to stay with me. We're going to turn off all the testing until he moves out of this area. I'm so sorry that this is happening to you today, but unfortunately I cannot risk him putting our state testing on. Okay? Just stay where you are. Okay? It's all right.
Is there anything private on those tests?
Nothing is private on this test.
Okay, so what information are you afraid of getting released to the public?
Listen, sir. Just,
You don't make any sense.
okay. Okay.
You don't make any sense.
Yeah, just tell him to hold on to a second just because this is sensitive information.
You just said there's no sensitive information in that
I
room.
did not say sensitive information. I thought you weren't talking to me.
But what are you afraid of? What are you afraid of?
7 2 2 at window number 15 2 7 2 2 en la ventana número 15 6 9 0 0 at window number 1 6 9 0 0 en la ventana número 1 7 7 3 0 at window number 34 7 7 3 0 en la ventana número 34
For that, you gotta go to the front.
2 6 5
This lady's inciting violence against me and she's soliciting a response,
6 5
getting everybody all
en la ventana número
pissy at me because I'm exercising my rights in public.
¿Sabes conducir o necesitas aprender? Para poder contratar con una escuela. Sí, bueno, con la licencia de aprendiz que te voy a entregar ahora puedes hacer sabes práctico en otra escuela si quieres, puedes regresar aquí como tú quieras.
Excuse me, ma'am. I didn't get your name earlier.
No, no damos aquí clases de manejo. Si te tocaría ir a una escuela.
You shouldn't shut down services for the public, ma'am.
You're compromising integrity.
No, I'm not. There's no private information on there. You guys are being silly. You're being ridiculous. You're being ridiculous, man. That's against the law to shut down public services.
Compromise the integrity of our testing.
And what private information exactly is being compromised? Can you tell me that? See, you can't answer that question. Let's see if the security guard has talked with law enforcement or is talking with them currently. Have they come yet? Not yet? Do you know if they're still coming? Yeah, I'm really going to wait for them. Go ahead. Does it usually take
34-5. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Hey.
34-5.
Yeah, hey, leave him alone. No, he's actually. Leave him alone. Where's the? He was actually just asking for you. Who's in charge? One of the managers. He was actually waiting for you. I swear to God, man. I know. I dealt with him earlier. Where's the manager?
You know,
Oh yeah. You were just waiting for him, man. So yeah, I can take.
you know, there's someone else to be able to do like.
Yeah, just give me 1 second. Let me just second. I can take this to the manager.
I'll just hang around somewhere over here.
Yeah, you give me 1 second.
All right, yeah. Excuse me. So yeah, this sheriff honored his oath earlier this morning when I was at the Orange County Utilities office.
So what was he doing? He was just walking around reporting people and everything. I told him don't get too close to the windows because that's what just fighting. Right.
I know, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that address, I have no address, but I got your new address, but I'm just trying to.
Unfortunately, I don't have the body cam footage of what's going on beyond the restricted area points because Osceola County likes to blot out anything for lack of transparency when it comes to body cam footage, which is unfortunate because when it comes to law enforcement protecting rights, they tend to always honor their oath there. But unfortunately, they don't do that regarding body cam footage. If you feel compelled to redress your grievances, I will have left the information in the video description for you. I think they're being educated. I think she's going back to show him the testing area, so let's head on back over in that direction. You said he's good, right?
Don't be short. You're good to go.
Yeah, I knew it, man. Security guard just said, long story short, I'm good to go.
I'll call the customer and then I'll move when they get here. But if somebody sees them there, then they assume that somebody is serving them and so they can. So this is our testing station.
Mm-hmm.
And this is where he was standing recording. And this one here, yeah, he's back. He's standing here. He's standing here. So you can see that.
So the burden is on you to create that privacy.
All right, I will let my director know.
See?
2, 9, 3, 4.
Sorry, brother, I'm here to get you. You're good. Just give me my government. So now she's going to go into another private area. Make sure that manager Sara doesn't scatter like a cockroach like they typically do when they're proven wrong. Now we've got multiple sheriffs in there. We have, I'm looking at least 3. All right, looks like law enforcement might be leaving. Are we all in the clear, guys? Good to go? All right. I'll head out after you guys leave. Thank you so much. Take care, guys. All right, so this is another walk of honor.
All right, cool.
Say again?
One of the reasons I'm trying to be nosy and hear your conversation, or just to see like what we're gonna, how should we react with people like this the next time? Because I know he got one of my
Ignore it.
Ignore it. Because I know he got one of my co-workers fired because he started arguing with the guy, and I'm not really the fighting type or arguing.
That's the best thing to do. Just ignore him.
So you just ignore them. Well, she was like,
His goal here today was to get us.
When they're gonna come?
His goal here today was for us to show up and tell him to leave,
And he was gonna get something.
which by law we can't.
So he was gonna get something out of you saying go, you gotta go. So if that way you decide to arrest him, he's probably gonna say something like
They
that.
got no reason to.
Okay.
Yeah. Can't trespass from public.
Yeah, it wasn't matter. He was saying, oh, you gotta take him out. Why?
Yeah.
You can't just take him out. I'm not even gonna come myself.
I wouldn't even talk to him. You see, I didn't even talk to him. I'm not even gonna talk to him. Ignore him and leave. It's my second time dealing with him today.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Appreciate
man.
it.
Take it easy.
No rights violated here today by law enforcement. Now, the tax collector's office, on the other hand, besides the security guard was excellent. It was some of the Karens that work here that think they can trump my rights and make it my fault that I can see supposed private areas from public. The onus is on the public employees to make sure that that stuff is not attainable or can be seen from a public space. All right. Police officers have something called plain view doctrine. Now, that's for law enforcement specifically, but members of the public have something very similar, although it's not called plain view doctrine, but it's essentially the same idea. Whatever a member of the public can see from public is fair game. I mean, if you can see it, you can't be, the eyes cannot trespass. It's the same thing with the camera, as long as you're not, being expressive in any way, shape, or form. All right, so they left, right? They did the walk of honor. I appreciate you being.
They know they don't have nothing against you, so what are they gonna say?
Yeah. I know that some of the Karens that work here were trying to what do they call it? Insider reaction by people from saying I'm like harassing them and this and that, but
Hey man,
it's typical.
I'm not saying be a jerk, but it's embarrassing when you're working like women and you don't know the rules. It's embarrassing for them, but hey, that's what it is.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, man. Here to educate. But it's nice to meet you. I'm out of here. Have a good one. All right, Liberty Trollers, we're just now leaving the Orange County Tax Collector's Office. I don't know if the camera picked it up or not, but the security guard was leveling with me and being very personable, saying that for the government to not know their own rules, as far as he's referring to me recording, is embarrassing for the government. And he's absolutely correct. It is. I would be embarrassed if I worked for the government and I was giving someone a hard time and went so far as to call the police on them, and it turns out that I was wrong. That would be embarrassing. You didn't see any of these ladies come out to apologize to me after the fact. As usual, they scatter like cockroaches, which is typical by most of these public servants we've run into in our audits. Big fail for the Orange County Tax Collector's Office. They tried to incite an issue with other members of the public by trying to shut down services and blaming it on me. They also were the manager, her name is Sara, didn't get her last name, but Sara, the manager here, black lady, she was going around to all the employees and trying to get them to tell, I guess, law enforcement that they feel harassed to add that to the charges. So it was clear that Sara, the manager here, along with others, wanted to see me get arrested. They wanted to see a member of the public, a law-abiding citizen, sitting in a jail cell because I'm not bowing to their wishes. There is no reasonable expectation of privacy in public, guys. That is case law. And we also have a right to observe our government within the course of their official duties, and that's Smith v. Cumming. And then we already read the sign that they had on the door, an email document that was talking about the different public forums. You got the traditional public forum doctrine, you have limited public forum, and then you have non-public forum. They were trying to suggest in that document that where we were recording the majority of the time was non-public forum, which is absolute nonsense. It's open to the public. They provide services to the public. We're in there conducting our business. We could have even asked for a public records request. It is 100% limited public forum. Time, place, manner restrictions. We were in violation of none of those restrictions. We were staying in the areas we were allowed to be in, or I should say have a right to be in. Wherever you have a right to be, you have a right to record. And I think it's absolutely silly that all the way over here you have a lady using a piece of paper to cover her face. That's ridiculous. Why do people do that? So again, major fail in the tax collector's office here in Orange County, but a huge pass again for Orange County Sheriff's Office. Thanks again for watching, Liberty Trollers. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Liberty Troll, out.